Hello, and welcome to another Dokkan Metal video. In this one, we're going to be talking about the celebration info that just dropped like last night. There's a lot of stuff to talk about in terms of this for the Super 17 celebration, right? I did pull up last year's celebration that happened exactly the same time, but this is the Ginyu one, and to compare it to what's going on right now. So we got, just your typical like login and mission stuff. We got the Super 17 banner, which drops tonight at 3 a.m. I do not recommend summoning on this unless you really like Super 17. It's going to be the return of Pan, but I have no idea what the other like banner units are going to be. We do know one Dokkan Fest that's not going to be on here for sure, but I expect stuff like 13 to be on here. Probably like other just like random Android or GT related Dokkan Fest. Maybe the Tech Androids. If the Tech Androids are on here, then maybe it's going to be a little bit better. But at the moment, I don't really know what to really expect from this banner, and I'm not really expecting a whole lot. We have the Super 17 Dokkan event. It's getting updated. Again, this is good. We haven't had this thing updated in an incredibly long time. We have a new sale that just popped up. I don't know exactly the details of the sale. I haven't looked at it yet because I haven't been on today. You got the new keys that dropped a couple days ago. I still thoroughly recommend getting the link level keys. They are so worth it. We are getting Elder Kai banner that lasts to the 18th. I'm sure you guys all know what's going on around that time, so I'm not even going to really, explain that. Don't worry about this. I'm just trying to pull up somebody real quick. Where is he? Boop. I don't know, the 18th, maybe something's going on that day. Something. Who knows? We got the EZA for these two characters. I think this is going to be like a separate EZA area for like just random Universal Survival Saga characters, because as you can see here, just says Universe Survival, basically, and it's like, why are we getting these two characters now? It's very strange. I think it's very, very strange. Incredibly strange, even. Neither of them are that crazy. They're both pretty much unrunnable. The new Battlefield is dropping. I don't expect anything actually crazy in here. Maybe just like another copy of something. I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be any EZAs. I think we would have seen it because it drops tonight. New Petan set. That's fine. The missions that we talked about earlier. This is gonna be for, I believe they call it Diabolical Villains in the translator version, which I believe is just Inhuman Deeds, and Joined Forces is going to be the missions to get more tickets from the GT Legendary Goku event. These events are returning. Obviously, this one is for the Goten, Trunks, and Marin that are EZAing. And then, the Peppy Gal event is pretty much coming back, as well as all of the Universe Survival Saga Dokkan events, which is weird because they all end on Sand Day, which confuses me. Then, of course, all the EZAs that end on Sand Day, and then the big one that everyone was anticipating. MVP 17 is the one getting his EZA. Now, as much as I think this is a good idea, I don't think it's a good idea right now, purely because of the fact that he does not work at all with the new 17. So hold on, let me try to pull out the new 17 here. Or the Super 17, if I can get this. Should be just this one? Yeah, here we go. This Super 17 explicitly wants to be ran alongside extreme class characters. He literally has an entire thing about being with an extreme class character. Hold on, where is it? Yeah, here you go. You get 70% attack and defense and 1 key when all allies attacking in the same turn are extreme class. That is a lot of defense that this character desperately needs, because when they're in this phase, they do not have a lot of stats. Rainbowed, start a turn, they're hovering around like 250 with support. That's terrible. Granted, MVP Super 17, right? Like MVP 17, he gives like 70% defense. So like technically you're going to make up for that. But at the same time, do you want to be sacrificing that level of defense just to run a support character that doesn't even work that well with this guy? No. And also, if you take a look at this, he's not even on the leader skill. You can't run them together. The only place you can run these guys together with MVP 17 is if you run one of the other Android teams. Not this one, a different one. Because this Super 17's leader skill is very wonky and it doesn't really work well together. I think they could have definitely done this a little bit better. Hold on, let me pull back up the leader skill. Where is it at? Target Goku joined forces. And then androids. This is what it wants you to run. Notice how he's not on here. It's just very, very odd. I am not a fan of this leader skill. These two 17s are definitely gonna get a lot better on here. The old Super 17 is gonna be really strong on here. Int Cell is gonna be good. AGL Cell, he's gonna be fine. Again, these guys are gonna be really strong. I think they're not on the 20% lead, but like if you have the new banner character, the Dr. Dro and Dr. Mew, these guys are gonna be really strong because they're really strong support. But like I just don't understand, like they're giving us a character who needed an EZA, but during a celebration that he doesn't help. Like I don't get it. All of the buffs that we're getting for just random teams are for other characters, like other characters' teams, not for Super 17, which doesn't make any sense because if you take a look at last year, it was the Ginyu event, right? Where we got 2 banner units that were perfect linking partners with Ginyu, that supported Ginyu, that made Ginyu able to do what he needed to do in order to be strong. Then we got, again, we got EZAs for every single character and like that we needed here to make them good. Plus, in the battlefield, this is when we got the EZA for the LR Ginyu Force. Right, so we had multiple buffs for Ginyu. That way he wasn't in a bad situation. When it comes to Super 17, he's not getting any. It's just Dr. Mew and Dr. Jiro. And they're not even on the 200% lead. So like, you see what my issue is with this? Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. If they wanted this to be a little bit better, they should have done what they did for Ginyu. Give him 2 different banner characters that are working on his team on the 200% lead that are helping him achieve his best potential. Then also give us free-to-play characters that are helping him out. Because last year we got free-to-play characters. There's so many free-to-play characters from the Super 17 arc right now that do not awaken. There's minimum 4. Easy, all of them. 2 of them are super class, so it's not going to help. But there's multiple androids and like other world warriors and villains and stuff like that. There's the GT Cell and the GT Frieza. There's 2 different free-to-play 17s that they could have EZA'd. There's an Android 18 that they could have EZA'd. There's stuff that they could have done here that they're deciding that they don't want to do, which doesn't make sense to me because when else are you going to do it? If not during the Super 17 celebration, when else are these Super 17 era characters going to Dokkan Awaken and EZA? Or are they just going to forever stay as trash SSRs that you get from a story event based around Super 17? It does not make sense to me at all. But hey, it's what they decided to do. So Super 17 is getting left in the dust and we're getting Universe Survival Saga buffs for some reason. Now the thing is, his ends on the 23rd, which is why I brought this guy up. Are we getting another EZA on the 23rd? I think so. Because why else would this EZA end? It lasts through Sand Day and goes until the 23rd, which is when the EZA for Sand Day happened. Suspicious. I think so. We're getting a new Extreme Super Battle Road stage. Definitely like that. And then Prime Battle Cell is getting his EZA. I like this a lot because this is actually a buff for Super 17 because of the fact that this guy is on the leader skill. And he's also very strong. So where's this guy at? Hold on, Androids. Tech Cell. So Tech Cell has always been a healer character where because like his 12 key just heals so much HP. I want them to fully utilize the fact that he is meant to be healing and make him a free-to-play version of LR Metal Cooler. If they do that, maybe give this guy also just a little bit of support. That way he helps out on a lot of teams because, you know, his links are kind of weird. He has like Flee and Shocking Speed and Tag Like Loans and all this nonsense, right? He doesn't really link well with a lot of the actual characters on the team. Give him a little bit of support. allow him to, like, he already builds up ki. Allow him to have just a little bit more stuff, you know, in his kit that allows him to work better with the rest of the team, and make him a free-to-play version of Metal Cooler, and he is going to dominate as a nice option on every single one of his teams that he can be ran on. This guy is very important. He needs to be good. I'm telling you, he has to be a free-to-play version of Carnival Metal Cooler, or else they fumbled. If he's not nearly as strong like as Carnival Metal Cooler, that's fine. He just needs to serve the same role of being someone who is constantly bringing you back up to HP. Now, the problem with that is that is counter synergy with Super 17, because for some reason they dislike Super 17. He needs to be under 70% HP to transform while on turn 5, and then Super 17 himself can't even absorb Ki Blast super attacks unless he's under 70% HP, because for some reason they hate him. I don't know why, they just dislike Super 17 a lot. The Raditz guy was here. He left his Raditz disgusting on this. So, yeah, Super 17 has some problems, but we're getting better characters than him in the same celebration as him. I genuinely think that EZA MVP 17 is like far better than this guy, and we don't even know what he does, just because of what he already is known to do. Like, he's a support with damage reduction. Like, there's no way he will be bad. He gives 3 keys 60% defense and reduces damage by 40%. Like, he's already crazy. There is no way that they mess this guy up, in my opinion. So that's just how I feel. I think this celebration is going to be very strange. While it is good that there's a lot of content in here, I feel like the content does not help the main headlining banner character, and it's probably setting up more for Sand Day. As it looks right now, I do find it strange that these events are leaving on Sand Day itself, which makes me lean away from Universe Survival Saga. I would like it to be, but again, we will not know until roughly like a week and a half from now, and we'll be able to figure out who the Sand Day character is, and we'll go from there. Anyway, let me know how you guys feel about the Super 17 celebration and its lack of Super 17 representation in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys all in the next video.